Welcome back. This is Ethan. I just got out of Tiny Chat with all you crazy motherfuckers. Let's see. There was Jerome, there was Dark Hunter, there was some people not using their handles. Slag was with us for a little while. I love you, Slag. And there was, I think LSD came in for a little while to do what LSD does. I'll start out with the responses in this thread. Lord Tolkiermort and Stunned Cunt brought it to my attention that the video wasn't working. What is this bullshit? I don't know, man. Currently YouTube won't let me post videos that are 23 minutes long. I guess it's a new policy because their bandwidth costs them money, and they're just now beginning to realize that their current ad revenue scheme is a temporary fix. And I don't know. If I had to guess, I'd say YouTube's bleeding money and Google is keeping it alive. So thank you, Google, for that. Gotta cut, make compromises. Nicola, knowledge, ideal, boom, 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 boom. Is that a summary of my videos? Sounded like a distress bark. Did you hear that? I got my garage door open so I can hear crickets. Yes, you are literally hearing crickets. The Duke, video 4 was removed. Nicola, unfortunately, Ethan, I'm a male. Anyway, I'm considering making one of these videos when the time is right. When would that be, Nicola? When your parents go to sleep? Oh, I'm sorry, that was fucked up. Really though, I would enjoy a video from you. I'd like, because we're in this chat together. You were in the chat for a while. tinychat.com/TRTchat is where the regulars go, I guess. And we were in this chat for a while, and the conversation was really lowbrow the whole time. We were just, we were tearing into Slag, and then we were tearing into LSD, and pretty much just insulting people. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, I don't want to be that kind of person, but that's just kind of how the conversation was rolling. And we have fun, we laughed. It's like an old school laugh, laughing at each other instead of laughing with each other, I guess. I mean, we were laughing with each other, but always at someone's expense. Locker room style. Chronic 5. Almost sad that videos like this are the ones that get hundreds of thousands of views. Well, post some magic, bro. Let's see your street magic act. I would enjoy that. And I don't think it's sad that videos like these are the ones that get hundreds of thousands of views, because what interests people more than people? That's what motivates us. We were talking about prison earlier. Dark Hunter works at a prison as a prison guard, and Joe Rogan made a comment on it in some interview I was listening to, that the worst form of punishment for a prisoner is solitary confinement. And think about it, you'd rather be with a bunch of criminals than be alone. You might not tell yourself that now, but when you're faced with that situation, you'd react just like anyone else would, and you'd rather be with criminals than alone. We're social creatures. So it doesn't make me sad that videos like this one are the ones that get hundreds of thousands of views. In fact, I hope I get hundreds of thousands of views. Promote me. Let me monetize this shit so I can not work so hard as a dishwasher. 224. This dude is a real ass nigga, unlike 8. I want to show his face and come up with original ideas on the fly. 8 is the master of original ideas, dude. It might sound like some regurgitated garbage to you, but if you were to look into it more closely, 8 considers his response in depth. Now, what comes out might sound like nonsense to you, but the fact is he's doing something that a lot of people don't do. Before he posts a reply, he thinks about what he's going to say, and then I can only imagine that he reads it and considers it and alters it and polishes it until it comes out as something that he's ready to share with the world. And his posts might seem all the same, but really, they're in direct response to whoever he's quoting. So they are original messages, they are fresh, they are new ideas, and 8 has magic powers, so keep an eye out for that. I bet he can't not hating though. The Duke did me a fine favor and posted the video chat site, which is tinychat.com, and the Zocklet one is tinychat.com/trtchat. Come join us. We can make our own channel other than TRT chat as soon as that room gets tedious at times, but whatever. Honestly, I don't think I could do any better. Hell yeah, I'd totally go for some multiplayer emulator action. I might make a YouTube video here in a bit, maybe after the girlfriend goes to bed. Well, I hope you do that. Don't just think about it. I thought about it for months, and now I'm finally doing it. And, you know, sometimes I say, well, I want to make something that's full of content and keeps people interested, and, you know, something that I'd find interesting and something great. And really, it's a special kind of person that can do great things all the time, and I'm not one of those people. But you guys seem to be enjoying my rants, my monologues, or as the new word is, diatribe. That seems to be the preferred word these days, diatribe. I don't know where that came from or why that's the preference now, but have you noticed that? Diatribe? Who started that? Stun cunt. Did I literally hear crickets? Very interesting talk on your beliefs. People often assume skepticism is a healthy way to observe things, but it's often taken too far. To blindness. There's nothing wrong with taking leaps of faith so long as you don't use it in conjunction with an absolutely bonkers style rhetoric. That's what keeps reality interesting. Well, the question is, how do you take leaps of faith without using it in conjunction with an absolutely bonkers style rhetoric? Where's the balancing factor? How can you check yourself to make sure that you don't go too far in one direction? That's the trouble with introspection. You're working with your own data. You know, you got to keep it fresh and consider other people's opinions, but you can never really be sure how true the things you tell yourself actually are. Because if you're telling yourself stories in the first place, there must be something that you're compensating for, or you'd be free from thought. Am I right? Jerome, a hooker can clean her crack and sell it again. Very good joke, Ethan. Very good joke. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm a charming creep, as you know. So now I'm going to discuss some things that I was asked to discuss. I got to keep this short so I don't have to divide the video, because YouTube sucks. Okay. First of all, penguins with eyes. I did it. Be happy. 2. LSD beat his mom over a cup of coffee. We all know it. And I'm sure we've all asked ourselves, how could someone do that? Well, think about it. Well, think about LSD, really. I mean, just think about his posts. Just about anything he does is either to approve of something without contributing to the idea or without contributing to the conversation. Just a quick, this is great, I love this shit. Or he posts something hateful. And as I said earlier, you know, Dick Hunter used to make me mad, but then I realized that I was experiencing more or less the same emotion he was. And now that I've talked to him, I know that's not true because he's just a troll. So what I was experiencing was some emotion within myself. He didn't create it for me. It's not like his hateful posts inflicted hatred on me. I looked at his hateful posts and I brought the hate from within myself. You know, my trauma, my bad memories. You know, our current concept of reality is based on our history, on our experience, and for me to react with any emotion is because I've learned to react that way from past experience. Now you might say, well, past experience is still other people that have affected you in history. Sure, that's true, but now that it's just a memory, it's not those people anymore, it's you. It's how you've chosen to take that into your being, it's how you've chosen to incorporate that into your consciousness and make it yourself, because your memories are you. Your memories are no one but your own. So for me to look at any post and get angry about it is something within myself that's being evoked. In magic, that's the difference between invocation and evocation. Invocation is bringing a god into you from an external source, at least symbolically, whereas evocation, is bringing something out of yourself so that you can view it in a objective manner, like the demons in the Goetia, Goetia, Aleister Crowley's illustrated Goetia, written by Lon Milo DuQuette and Christopher Hyatt, is a very interesting read, although it might lose you at times because it gets pretty superstitious when it gives the descriptions of some of the demons' powers. But I have read stories of people having success evoking these demons and creating changes in reality, big changes like big money, and without doing anything. You know, these demons will actually work for you, which raises the question, if this works, and these demons are postulated as parts of our subconscious mind, then where does our subconscious mind come from? Carl Jung has, I might be messing it up, but he's got the theory of the collective unconscious, that we have our own personal subconscious mind and we have our own personal unconscious mind, but the very root of it is some collective source that we all share, so that we can share ideas without ever coming in, mundane contact with each other, without ever talking to each other or even reading each other's messages. We can communicate with each other if we can access this unconscious realm. And I'm kind of losing my point, but so if you'd like me to discuss that more, please. I'm running out of things to talk about, so I mean, I got a lot to talk about, but I'd rather talk about something that you find interesting. So if there's anything I've said in the past videos that you find interesting in particular, please ask me to expound on it so that I'll have some focus for my next video. Thank you for listening, and peace and chicken grease.